Good morning. Today's event is to try to give some information to not only residents in Long Beach, but also give a little warning to everyone in the Southern California region. We have a series of increasingly powerful storms that are bearing down on the region. Significant rainfall is expected this evening, and then there is a much more powerful storm that's expected to come in Saturday night and last through Monday morning. Long Beach is a sea-level city. It's at the base of two rivers, and a flood control system that literally funnels tons of rainwater during storms. We know that major winter storm of the magnitude that we expect brings the risk of flash flooding, and all sorts of problems occur. And we've had flooding here before, and it's an event we try to prevent. We know that multiple areas of the city are prone to flooding, and there's a graph up here that demonstrated the 14 areas that are prone to flooding. We strongly urge residents to take proactive actions to prepare for storms. Take advantage of the city's sandbag program and arm yourselves with knowledge to keep themselves and their families safe and dry. In case of emergency, please dial 911 to report flooding or clogged drains or blocked storm drains, which are very important. We can't fix them if we don't know about it. Please call after hours. The number would be 562-435-6711. If it's during business hours, the number would be 562-570-2726. Please report anything that looks as if it's going to cause flooding. So we urge you to be prepared. We urge you to be vigilant. If you see something amiss, please report it as soon as possible.
I want everyone to know out there that the fire department is prepared for the rainy weekend. We plan on patrolling the low-level areas of Long Beach, Arlington area, especially through the weekend. Our preparation is that we will patrol with our land companies about every 2 hours in those low-level areas. Mr. Foster mentioned sandbag opportunities for the residents. We do have sandbags available at all the neighborhood fire stations. We are allowing 10 sandbags per resident. We have sand available at 4 Long Beach Fire Department stations. Those stations are Station 12, Station 7, Station 13, and Station 14. One other point of information I'd like to bring forward is the concern about the flood controls. With these storms and the heavy rains, these flood controls start carrying currents up to 30 to 40 miles an hour. They are not a recreational site. At this point in time, we do have our Swiftwater Rescue Team through the Long Beach Lifeguards activated. That consists of 3 two-person teams. They will be patrolling the flood controls, LA, San Gabriel flood controls, and they'll be monitoring the hazards, the high water volumes, and the weather predictions. Please stay away from the flood controls during these times.
We're trying to just say, look, take common sense precautions, and we're on the city's part are going to be more vigilant. We're going to get out there and monitor this. As soon as we get any information that there's a plugged drain, we're going to respond to it as soon as possible. You can't prevent everything. We're trying to do the best we can.
From the police department's perspective, obviously our priority is to protect life and property, and we will do so. We're emergency responders. This is what we're trained for. This is what we live for. This is what we do every day. And for this weekend, as most of you know, the weather prediction is that we're going to get a lot of rain, and our resources will be focused not only on what we normally do, but we're ready to respond to any call for service of any type of emergency, and more importantly, to help our partners here with the fire department, public works, and any other city department which may need our assistance. Also, we'd like to stress to our residents that if need be, we may be using our reverse 911 system, which we've used successfully in the past, in order to get information out to a potentially affected area where we may need to either evacuate or relocate people. We will be there to help you with that job. It's a good time to remind each other that we need to not only keep an eye on each other, but to really take care of each other in these times. And the last thing I'd like to stress is, and we see it every time there's a lot of rain, if you're driving down the street and you see an intersection and it appears as if it's covered with water, don't drive through it. Try and back away from that situation. Try and find a way around it. We don't want to be in a situation, although we respond to them regularly and we're very prepared to, where we're rescuing people out of vehicles. If you can take the steps, either in your vehicle or not walking through deep puddles, or as the fire assistant chief said earlier, staying away from dangerous areas that people are attracted to because we don't get this amount of rain.